Hey everybody, welcome to Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. I am your host, Linda Leak, and welcome to the show. Today we have something, I like to call it a little bouillabaisse, okay? For all of those who are making hot stew on these cold winter days. And we've got a nice mixture of a little bit of health and wellness and a little bit of entertainment. So it's a nice bouillabaisse. Everybody sit back, relax, enjoy your afternoon with someone that I have very special who's sitting on the left of me. This woman is a phenomenon in the world of massage therapy. And I better make sure I get that right because do not call her a masseuse. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Natalie Calderwine Winkleski. Welcome to the show.
Perfect.
Oh, wonderful. Glad to have done that. Hey, first of all, happy 2018.
Thank you. Happy 2018 to you.
I mean, this is amazing to find out that we have already embarked upon a brand new year, and we are at January 26th. It's almost over. The first month is almost over. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But happy to have you on because everybody is starting out the year with health and wellness. Right. Everyone feels like they want to kind of just toss 2017 and start out brand new and really come in with a bang, with a kick, and make sure that they make these New Year's resolutions stick. So I'm really happy to have you here because people are doing yoga with beer. They're doing all kinds of stuff that I never even heard of. But we are going to have a monthly health and wellness show. And I truly am happy to separate you from all of the other people out there in terms of one who is a natural in her field. So happy to have you on board with us. Hope to bring you on every month as we continue to build into our health and wellness, and to have an expert like yourself who's been at this for a while, and to be able to share with the Variety Talk family what it's all about in terms of not just getting a massage, but the purpose of it and what it can really do to calm everybody down, because what we need a little calming down. We've got school shootings, we've got all kinds of crazy stuff happening out there. Everybody is on the edge, and that's where you come in. So I'm going to pipe down and allow you to first of all tell us a little bit about yourself, Natalie.
Okay. I have been doing massage for a good hot minute. I graduated almost 14 years ago, and I went to school up in Salt Lake City at the Utah College of Massage Therapy, and my very first job was with a chiropractor, so I've always been more on the healing side of everything.
Very important.
Yes.
And I just want to reiterate, because healing, that's what separates you from the rest, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but go right ahead.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, and I've also worked for spas and day spas and whatnot as well, so I'm pretty well-rounded, and just that's what I do. So
which one of the spas have you
I haven't done any of like the really big spas down on the Strip. I worked at the Hilton Grand Vacations Club. It's a little spa. There's 6 treatment rooms. It's beautiful, and I loved it there.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, see, hey, that's like starting out like way at the top. You didn't start small. That's a big deal, even with the Hilton. I mean, that's a great opportunity to work with such a large organization.
Yeah, it was and a wonderful organization as well.
So what made you want to get into massage therapy?
I actually don't even have an answer to that. I was at home. I was a newlywed, and it was my day off, and I just cleaned the house, and I'm watching TV, and an ad came on for the school, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. I went and I toured the school, and I started a few weeks later. I started in March of '03 and graduated in March of '04.
Oh, so it takes an entire year to actually, wow, how about that?
Yeah.
Because, see, this is a business networking show, so many people actually watch to see, we actually want to create a cohesive networking system so we can actually buy and sell from one another and help support each of our businesses. But there are many young people out there who just haven't figured out what they want to do. Right. And so you serve as an example to those who are like, what do I do with my life?
Right, yep.
So that's so you are still pretty young too. So that's a great thing too.
Thank you.
Well, you look awfully young, so that's what the massaging does for you.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm one who used to use massages as people use wine, beer, cigarettes, that was my way of just unwinding, was to just go get a massage.
Perfect.
And I don't know how much you know about Southern California, but Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, they just had great places for great massages and really inexpensive and all of that. But as I continue to get more involved in the health and wellness field, I notice that there's a big difference in terms of, as you're saying, healing and then just getting massages. Right. So we're going to press the pause button right there and take a quick station break. And before we go, how could we possibly forget Mr. Albert Dalton, and he is with the Universal Asteroid Band and Show. He will be joining us within the upcoming weeks, and if you know anything about James Brown and George Clinton, this man will, he's off the chain. Let's just put it that way. So we want to say thank you to Albert because he's been a huge supporter of our show. And we also want to thank Mr. Linus Chester of MIH Management Solutions. So everybody out there, make sure you give him a call. We'll make sure we put that number up as well. And anybody who was watching the show last week, we had a wonderful, wonderful tribute to Edwin Hawkins. And unfortunately, it was pulled. So if you go to the archives, you won't be able to play it again. But we are going to actually play the song again. Mr. James Bradley was on, and he has done some tremendous work with Edwin Hawkins, and he deserves to have that show actually put out there the way it was. So we'll be back with that as well. You're watching Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. I am your host, Lady Linda. We'll be right back.